Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Hell of It podcast. We have a great guest. We have Juliette Muller, who is the CEO and owner of Columbia Fashion Week. She gets into what Fashion Week in Columbia works like, her designers, how she works with them, and what her vision is for Columbia, South Carolina fashion. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It podcast. I'm Dr. Randy here with Dr. Tom, as always, and we have a great guest today. We have Juliette Muller, who's the CEO and owner of Columbia Fashion Week.
Yes.
This is a big deal for us.
Well, I'm glad to be here. You guys have given me
a warm welcome.
You got a warm welcome. So if you're just listening to this and not watching it, how would you describe Tom's outfit? Because he really wanted to impress you with his fashion.
Yeah. You get one shot. Who knows how many chances I'm going to get to sit down with the CEO of Fashion Week of Columbia.
You got to shoot your shot sometimes, right?
Yes, for sure.
Don't waste an opportunity.
I'm all for it. I'm trying to describe what I'm witnessing here today. It's
magical?
definitely
Glowing. Is there just an aura that's hard to see through?
right. You went forward and I'm trying to
Make a statement.
there you go.
Statement piece.
Statement piece.
This is like you close the Fashion Week show with something like this.
or open it.
Or open it.
Or open
Set
it.
the tone early.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. He's definitely making a statement today.
So he's got a red.
Does it work? Like it goes together, right? Just
Yes, you've given a full accent to the sneakers, so that really just made the whole outfit pop.
Yeah.
It's like
Socks.
fireworks. You know, this is the whole 4th of July fireworks here. So, absolutely.
September.
So for anyone listening, it's a red onesie that's a little bit too small, and it has Mickey Mouse red, white, and blue flags on
Flags.
it, and then gold shoes that light up.
I'm just noticing the Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah,
See, that's a like subtle.
good touch.
It's subtle.
yeah.
Yes, always something. That's what we're always looking for with
Yeah.
Fashion Week. We're always looking for the little nuances. And
Yes.
So,
Something new.
yes.
Do you feel
We talk about fashion all the time on this show.
Yes.
So at some point, we had to get someone who knows
Yes.
to correct us. So where do you want to start? Maybe tell everybody kind
Your
of who
journey.
you are, what you do, how you do it, why you do it, just like a general overview.
Okay, so I'm Juliette Muller. I'm the CEO of Columbia Fashion Week. I have been over Fashion Week now since 2020. And so I caught it right before COVID. And so everyone was still looking for entertainment. So it really catapulted the platform we rebranded ourselves because we've been around since 2011. And so around that time, it really catapulted the platform because everyone was wanting to come back outside and, seeing what is almost just like we had a big reset. But Columbia Fashion Week, we are a premier fashion event platform here in Columbia that celebrates nurturing local talent in the fashion industry, but also creating Columbia as the next creative hub here in the Southeast. And over the past 4 years, we've really been making that happen with highlighting all of the fashion creatives here in Columbia, but also bringing people into Columbia to see what Columbia has to offer.
Love that. I think there is a more thriving scene here. We had Preach Jacobs on a little while ago, and he was saying the music industry is starting to pick up too. Whereas he used to have to go to Atlanta or somewhere else, and now he said it's happening in Columbia.
Exactly.
So cool.
And that's what we want. We want Columbia to be a place to live, thrive, and feel like you can walk out your front door and you always have something to do. And our creative community outside of the fashion industry, we have really just picked up, period, and is creating a really good culture here.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you had, this is kind of an off the wall question to
Okay.
start with,
They
but
all
I've been
will be.
thinking about it all day.
Just to preface-
and they're not going to be in the. What's your spirit animal?
Oh my gosh.
What's inside you, in your soul, purring? Oh, it's a cat. Meow.
Well, believe it or not, I think my spirit animal is a lion.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Columbia Family Chiropractic, with 3 easy-to-get-to locations, one in Forest Acres, which is by Trader Joe's, one in O'Neill Court by the DMV,
and one in the Northeast by Sand Hills, you'll be sure to have somewhere near you. They offer a ton of services from corrective care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling for injuries, pediatric care, and a Class 4 laser. They accept all your major insurances. And if you mention this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. Check out their website at cfc4health.com or Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's cfc4health.com.
Yes.
I am a Leo.
I felt that.
I am a Leo, so I think I resonate.
Is
well
it real?
with
You don't
that.
have to say that to appease him. You really are a lion? Would you?
Yes.
Okay.
Fashion recognizes fashion.
You guys are vibing.
Spirit animals.
Yes.
All right. Now that I have that question out of the way, let's go.
Okay. Good. All right.
I'm ready.
So
I'm going to ask you why you asked me that.
I don't know, and I
just
couldn't
popped.
figure it out. But I was looking through your social media account. I was like, I just can't peg the spirit animal that she resonates
yeah,
with.
could have been a jaguar. Could have been any sort of like strong cat.
Yes.
Yes.
And look at there.
See,
I know. Yeah,
that's the
you
vibe.
pegged it.
So when you're looking for local talent, and do you,
You see
generally
Tom,
look? Yeah, do
you
you
see
generally
Tom
look
walking
for
through Target.
a guy picking out a onesie in Target?
Mm-hmm.
Is that now? Do you look for inspiration in weird places? Like, where does the voice speak to you?
It really depends on what we're talking about.
Okay.
So if we're talking about models,
Yes.
yes, I could walk through Target, and if I see a young guy, or not even a young guy, if I see a guy or a female, and I just think they have this je ne sais quoi about
Yes.
them, I will walk up to you really quick and just
We
tell
need
you, I
you.
think you deserve to be on our platform.
Yeah.
Like we really, I see the potential.
Yep.
So, so something like that, I will walk up. I don't mind walking up to you in the street and literally inviting you to be a part of our platform. But when it comes to fashion and designers, that's a little bit trickier because you don't know that you're seeing a designer walking the street. So we have to do a little bit more research
Right.
when it comes to finding the talent for fashion on our platform. So it really depends because our platform is a lot of variables. There's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of people that participate and get involved. So
Yeah. Is the fashion week just a week?
nope.
That's it. So yeah, describe what's happening
So it-
outside of the week. Or
So
is there a official week? There is like a culmination week.
It is.
But outside of that, tell us about it.
Yeah, if you can get
There
right
you
in front of it, I still feel like I can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There is an official fashion week. So Columbia Fashion Week normally runs one full week at the end of June each year. This year we did push it up 3 weeks because we wanted to kind of test out the time frame in June to have Fashion Week. But after my first year, I volunteered for many years. Just a little backstory. I volunteered a few years prior to being over Columbia Fashion Week. And I just saw that there was a need here in Columbia to push fashion throughout the year and not this one time through the year. So after my first year, we held it downtown June 2021. That was the first production year. I made a vow to the city that we would have Columbia Fashion Week throughout the year. And that looks like pop-up events on a monthly basis where we call them Cola Nights Out. So we partner with local businesses and other platforms, and we host nights out, like networking nights out throughout the month. And so that's what it looks like. We also hold our big Met Gala. Columbia has its own Met Gala. And so we host that in December of each year. And that's a one night of glamour, fashion, elegance. It's black tie, it's food, it's music, it's fashion showcases. And it's always held at the Museum of Art, Columbia Museum of Art. And then we also host different networking and charity events throughout the year as well.
Nice.
Wow. I think fashion's a really hard thing for someone like me to understand.
That's obvious.
Yeah, and I've always thought about being more fashionable, but I don't know how to go there or get there. And it's kind of like art to me, where sometimes I'll look at something and I'll think, that doesn't make sense to me. And it'll be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And then I'll see something that I love, and other people are like, no, we're not putting that in our house. Other people being my wife. and it's always just been this thing that I've been trying to get into it, but my brain doesn't quite capture it.
Okay.
So I need somewhat of a roadmap. This was my goal, is a roadmap for how to know how to take a risk. Because I've taken, obviously Tom's taking a risk today. But sometimes I'll take a risk thinking like, I think I can do this. And then I can't.
So there is no roadmap, if I'm being honest.
See, that's the problem.
Fashion is
Here's
very
the problem.
subjective.
I hear that all the time.
Okay.
But then the same person who says that, I'll be like, I'll
But
be like, nope, too big of a risk. Or it just doesn't work.
it's what you want, though. It's what you're trying to express. So fashion ultimately is the best form of self-expression to me. So it's what you're feeling coming out the house in the mornings. It's what inspires you. Everyone is not going to get it. I promise you. What the fashion we put out on our platform, some people get it, some people don't. But it resonates with them. It resonates with the designers. Right now, New York Fashion Week is going on. And you pull up your social media and you will see hundreds and hundreds of runway showcases where designers are pushing their collections down the runway. And sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm just like, wow, okay. I don't understand it, but someone does.
Right.
And so it's really subjective, but I would say if you take it elementary, primary colors.
Stick with primary colors.
Stick with primary colors.
Okay, that's good.
He wears a lot of black.
I go all black. That's even more
That's
elementary
safe for him.
It's safe, and there's nothing wrong with all black. It's very classic. It's timeless. It's even edgy when you want it to be. But, when someone is wearing all black, I say throw a pop of color, whether it's an accessory, whether it's a pocket square for you or a tie.
Or a necklace,
or a pair
a chain.
of socks.
Oh, yeah.
Or a chain, a hat. That might be your thing since you're wearing a hat. So you might want to just throw on a funky hat and just still wear all black. You're still making a statement.
Yeah.
But just choose to do what you want to do and forget what everyone else is saying.
Do you, big guy?
Do you?
That's what I've been doing.
Yes.
And I like it. But I also...
He doesn't want to be the guy at the party where like, oh my God, you see what Randy was wearing?
No, I don't mind being that guy at all.
Okay.
But I have 2 daughters and a wife that I feel like
they're worried about that.
It's not really fair. Which there's going to be times I know when I'm just going to embarrass my daughters purposely.
That's your job.
Yes, that's part of what I need to do.
That's your job.
But I also feel like there's things in life that you have to somewhat understand. Like you once you're a grown up, you have to understand finances a bit, right? It's maybe it's you do you and you buy whatever you want, but then at some point it's like, all right, there's you can buy whatever you want, but there's rules to spending less than you make and investing for the future and credit scores and paying back debts that you're supposed to pay back, like certain frameworks, but you can spend anything that you want.
Yes.
And I would say it's probably the same with nutrition too. Like you can eat anything that you want, but there's certain frameworks where you need to have some vitamins, and there's a toxicity level if you eat too much of the same thing. So in my mind, and this part of the problem, is I feel like there's a rationality behind that I'm trying to create in the art realm of fashion, and I can't figure out the framework the same way I would with finances or health.
Well, there is a framework when you are trying to fit in a certain, I'm going to say, box.
Yes.
Of course, and you don't have to take those risks every day. You know that when you're going into a business meeting, ideally you should wear somewhere within a suit or, a button down, some trousers. But you also know that if you're going to a gala, you're going to probably throw on a tux. And if you're also going to a free times party, you might wear what Tom is wearing. And
or
throw
he
on
might wear jorts.
Exactly. So it really depends on what box you're trying to fit in that day. But I don't think it's a blanket on this is how you have to be every day. So taking those, knowing when to take the risk.
So here's an example of one that I'm taking a lot of heat for right now.
Okay.
I wore my jeans inside of my cowboy boots
As a male.
as a man.
Where did you do this at?
It was the Best of Columbia party. So we won Best Podcast, Best Local Podcast.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I got third top social media influencer in Columbia.
Okay.
So it was a big deal.
Yes.
And I knew that the normal thing would, as a guy, would be to wear my jeans out like over top of my cowboy boots. But I wanted to show off my cowboy boots, so I tucked them into my cowboy boots.
And that was okay.
That's what I thought, but I've been taking a lot of heat for it.
The,
Like
the
a
CEO
lot of
of
heat.
Columbia Fashion Week is telling
Says-
you that is okay.
Oh, wow. I feel so much better.
There you go. Because
just-
one, you're at the Free Times party. There are no rules. You're supposed to have fun.
Yep.
And just, again, self-expression. This is why you won the award, is for being you.
Right. And the people that are giving me the hardest time are probably going to tuck their jeans into their boots
Exactly.
at some point in their life in
Oh,
the
yeah.
next few years.
Exactly. You're just beating them. Beating them. That's all.
I'm ahead. I'm ahead of the trend.
How many outfits a week are you looking at? And where are you looking? Like just websites? Are people sending you photos?
Oh, goodness.
Where are
Social media,
they? Insties?
in person.
Do
Definitely.
people show up like this and just say like, let me shoot my
Oh,
shot?
she must have missed it the first time. I better do
Yeah.
a walk by.
Yeah.
No, my team and I, we're doing photo shoots. So that's one thing I didn't mention. We also do photo shoots throughout the year for designer brands and just for the platform. So we're constantly looking at the fashion landscape on a daily basis on what we're pushing out there for you guys to see. So, oh my gosh, we're looking at over hundreds of looks a day just for inspiration on what we're going to push out for our next shoot. Yes.
No
Yes.
kidding.
And that's just on social media or Pinterest alone.
Pinterest. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh, is
Yes.
Pinterest hot
That's
still?
a big one for fashion.
Is Pinterest what?
Is it pretty big still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Move
I think I forgot about-
boards.
I did. Yeah.
I did too.
That's where you could find your looks, Randall.
That's what I need.
Absolutely. Just
But I
type in
don't
what you're
know
looking
if
for.
I want to copy.
It's
I have this more thing
Inspiration.
inside me. Yeah, okay.
inspiration.
All right. Something that
Inspiration.
inspires me. Process for me.
For me, because I do it
Or
personally
you.
sometimes.
Yeah, what's the process for you?
Because sometimes it's just too much to kind of just think. So let someone else think for you. So for inspo, for me, I kind of, depending on what the event or what my day is like, I'm just like, okay, let's try to build out a wardrobe for the week because I don't feel like thinking. I'm just like casual looks for a normal work day. And I start there.
Okay.
And then now is more so looking at individual pieces like, oh, I have that. I have something similar. I have something
Yeah.
similar.
Oh.
And now I just take those pieces and then I just create my own looks. But it gave me that foundation of what I want to look
Yes.
like that week.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like
process.
cooking. You're at the grocery store.
All the ingredients.
There's a lot of ingredients, but you saw a chef put something together at a restaurant you just were.
He's using curcumin a little more
A
often.
little more curcumin in there, maybe a little cinnamon if he's excited. And now you go, oh, I got cinnamon and a little curcumin.
And I'm gonna pick up
Couple
some
items.
muscles.
Yes. Dude, see how this works?
Yeah, that
mean,
makes
start
sense. That was the
creating.
best
See, I
explanation
think-
or roadmap to
Yes.
look at someone else's stuff, figure out what I have, and then go get a piece.
I think
Exactly.
good cooks are good at fashion.
Explain. I'm interested
Yeah,
in hearing this.
it's similar sort of thinking. They see something in the grocery store or inspiration from another chef, restaurant, and just like that, they go, let me take these ingredients and turn it into something magical.
Yep.
And I'm going to plate it this way. And they can see it ahead of time. And then they go into their closet and they do the same thing.
I've never compared fashion to cooking, but you know,
High-end chefs, though. It has to be high-end chefs. We're not talking run-of-the-mill because they're doing Crocs, black pants, tank tops.
Okay.
You following that?
No.
Just straight up no. Nope, not even a little bit.
Which
All
is
right, good
fine.
stuff.
That's
Moving on.
the
Next
right answer
topic.
because no one
Next
else does either.
topic. All right. So with all these looks,
Okay.
you're finding, are you focused only on local designers, like just Columbia, or are we talking South Carolina? Are we talking the whole country?
The whole country.
And then when you do the fashion week, though, is that whole country, or is that just South Carolina, let's say?
So it's whole country because we still want to bring in visibility to
Gotcha.
Columbia. So we will invite, our doors are open to all designers, all creatives. So we have models that's traveling into Columbia. We have designers that's traveling into Columbia.
Yeah.
But when it comes to what we do, we want all of those resources to come to Columbia to benefit Columbia.
Yes.
So so that our creatives that are here don't feel like they have to move their home base, because we don't expect our local creatives here to just stay and only work in Columbia. We just want your home base to be here in Columbia. And so we have designers who are showcasing right now in New York Fashion Week, models who have traveled up to New York Fashion Week to walk this week.
I saw that.
But they come back to Columbia. And so we're just trying to bring the resources here and the visibility here. So we do open our doors to everyone.
Nice.
And well, I don't really understand your role in that. Can you expand on that?
Yes. So I am the connector. So I am bringing all of those creatives and resources together to understand why it's beneficial to sponsor the platform or to support and partner the platform. So, for instance, for an example, we have models here and we host a top model competition. So it was my idea to create a top model competition and to bring those models who are very passionate about modeling and their careers, like how can I connect resources to these individuals? So I did my own research and I found partners within the modeling industry to sponsor that platform. And it's an agency out of Charleston called Industry Direct Models and Talent. And so they help sponsor that competition. And the winners of that competition, and not even the winners, if you are a talented model, the agency sponsored them a trip and all of everything that goes into that trip to New York. They do that once a year, and they put them in front of all of the top modeling agencies for opportunity to be signed. And so it's making those connections. So my role is to guide my team into creating these resources on our platform in different facets, but also connecting them to bigger resources so that they can thrive in their careers. So,
Got it.
yeah. And that's just from a model standpoint. For designers, we are producing an event to give them visibility to an audience that they may not have easy access to. So we're creating an event for designers whom they're working tirelessly to create their designs. And we have so many local designers here, but they may not be able to put on their own runway showcase or event themselves. Well, we're the platform that does that. We're the ones who are, renting the venues. We are doing all of the lighting. We're providing them this big production to showcase their designs in front of hundreds of people yearly. And so it just gives them their platform more visibility as well.
Got it.
Nice. Well, are there a lot of local, just Columbia designers, or Lexington, Elgin, just this little our area? Midland?
Yes, there are. And they're constantly growing, and we're trying to find those, and we're trying to connect with them as well. But we do work with quite a few.
Are a lot of their stories that they start at a big place and then just kind of dabble at their house? Like, I always wonder the journey to become the designer. By the time we meet them, the public, they're producing outfits.
Right.
But where did that start? And, like, how does one even do that?
So the designers that I've worked with, they've always been independent. They've always been independent. They're trained, either self-trained or they went to school for it. And they are working literally from the ground up. And so They've never worked with anyone bigger. They've never apprenticed under anyone. They've just started out and they're just trying to make their dreams come true. And we're part of helping them get there.
Nice.
So, all right. So I think where he's going with this is if we wanted to be designers.
Like I just started. This is inspiration to me.
Okay.
Yeah. This whole fit. Do you call it fit too? Or are there any other cool names?
Fit check.
Yeah. Is there any other cool names? I know I'm going to sidetrack this a little bit, but are there any other cool names you guys use in the biz that like fit? Drip. Like sometimes I hear like, oh,
Riz.
that's nice. Drip.
So I'm a little disconnected from the up-to-date terms.
The lingo.
Yes. My
Yeah.
son would probably be like, Mom, please do not
Your
do
son's
that."
going to see this drip and say that guy has Riz.
Yes. And I will have no idea what he's talking about. But we do say fit.
Okay.
I would say
Fit.
we do say fit.
Okay.
Or look. That's the look.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what was my question in there?
Well, it was if we wanted to design
yes.
something, which I think we could come up with some good things.
Yeah, we got ideas.
Because we're outside, we're so far outside that it would be like a new thing.
Yes.
But we wouldn't know where to start. Like we would create our piece
Okay.
that we think everyone should have, or like should be out there more, and then we would submit it to you,
Okay. Yes.
and then you would look at it and say, "This is amazing. I need to connect you with my friend
Betty.
Joe."
And what's Joe doing?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
That's
okay.
that's what I was hoping you could tell
He's
me.
just a friend of yours.
You
So
thought
it-
Joe would look good at it.
So it depends because are you guys physically designing it or you're sketching it?
Maybe
Or are
a-
you designing it?
We would probably sketch
Sketch.
it,
Okay.
and then we might cut it out and make a prototype,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
and then we might model it too.
We'll probably wear it.
Yeah.
so it really depends, but I'm going to take it from the scenario that you guys do not know how to sew.
Correct.
You're not manufacturers. So, like you said, you would do a prototype or a sketch. I would first say that you need to connect with, if it's actual sewing designs, you would need to connect with someone who knows how to sew, or a manufacturer that can scale your designs. And then that way it's like, okay, they're ready to be mass produced. Or we have a lot of independent designers who are actually sewing each and every piece of their collection. And so they're the ones that are producing it, and they don't need a manufacturer unless they're trying to scale it on a larger scale.
Yeah.
So the first step, so you would have to have the manufacturer beforehand, probably.
No.
You would just need to have the one piece, and then you would give it to you. To
Well, she
wouldn't
could
give it to
connect.
me.
She will
There you go.
connect
I will
you.
Yeah, that
connect
I'm.
you or give
so
you
you
some
would
options.
say, all right,
My
that's
friend
good.
Joe.
Go see Joe,
Correct.
and then Joe would say,
Oh, I can whip
"This
this up.
works."
Joe goes, oh, this fabric would be really nice for
Yes,
this look.
he would say, "Silk is so in right now. This
Yeah.
is going to work."
Yes.
Exactly. I can make those connections.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the probability of something working and getting on a stage?
Our stage is pretty easy as long as you have the talent and the commitment to create your designs and create a showcase. Create your collection. To get on the Columbia Fashion Week platform is really easy.
We could do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'd probably need to have how many pieces? Like 5 pieces, 10 pieces,
Minimum 10.
minimum 10 pieces.
Minimum 10.
And could they all be shirts? Can it be hats? Can it be shorts?
Probably gotta be a full look.
Shorts. Oh,
We prefer full look.
full look.
Because accessories for us, modeling accessories,
Hard.
sometimes it's hard because the audience doesn't know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're trained to look at the full look, but you might be only selling the hats.
Got it.
So we do not, at the moment, really accept designers who are just doing accessories unless they're partnering with, which we always encourage them to partner with a designer. And then that way, okay, wear your hats on models with a designer who is doing full looks, and then it comes together that way.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. I see that see-through shirts are a big thing right now.
Yes.
Why? Like, how does that come about? Because isn't there laws around seeing parts?
Well, you shouldn't just be completely nude under those. So you
A
should.
lot of them are like these celebrities. They're
Yeah.
what
But that's not okay. And it's not okay. So just because we tell our models all the time, just because you can wear it doesn't mean you should wear it.
right.
So, of course, designers and everything that you see on the runway is not meant to be worn exactly
Right.
how it's shown on the runway. You're supposed to tweak it and style it.
Gotcha.
Have you guys seen the TikTok trend or the Instagram trend where it's like wearing versus styling?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you might have a T-shirt and just a white T-shirt.
Yeah.
And yes, you can wear it that way, but then you can also style it a different way to where it gives a whole different meaning, a
Yeah.
whole different look. So,
Tuck it in. Put some suspenders on.
Right.
Maybe throw a
Tie
necklace.
it up.
so the
Tie it in a
sheer,
knot.
Cut off a sleeve.
Yeah.
exactly. You can recycle it or upcycle it however you feel. But going back to the sheer, just because it's sheer doesn't mean you're not supposed to wear anything under it. You're just supposed to style it differently. So throw a tank top on there, please, or some undergarments that
yeah, under
still
there.
make it stylish.
Yeah. And they're also making the shirts with nipples.
I think they're bras with nipples.
Are they bra? Oh, maybe
It's a bra.
bras. Have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen that.
What? You
that's
look at hundreds of outfits a day, and you're telling me that I'm. Maybe
Our
my
logarithms are different.
Has to be. I have not seen that. I have not
Really?
seen that.
I think
Yeah,
it was
it's
Kim
to make-
Kardashian.
it's
that
to
came
make
out
it-
with
Oh gosh,
always
Yeah.
look erect is what the point of it is.
I've seen it. I've
Okay.
seen no, but it's just the undergarments. So the Skims line, Kim Kardashian, she's making undergarments that makes you look erect all the time, which I have no understanding the reasoning behind
yeah.
that. I don't get it. I don't want to wear a t-shirt where I look erect all the time.
Right.
Or at all. Not all the time.
Do they make pants that do that for you?
Oh my gosh, right. I
Right?
hope not. But
See, that'd be part of our line.
yeah.
yeah.
We're
well,
just
Pants
we're
that make
seeing
you look erect
inspiration
at all times.
we're seeing inspiration, and we're designing.
I would say beat Kim Kardashian to it.
Right, because she's onto something.
You're on to
The
something.
next
so,
logical step for her,
Yes.
you would think,
yes.
is erect pants.
Yes, Skims are going to come out very soon. Once we put it out there in the universe.
Yes.
It's so that was one of my other questions is have you ever caught a male model stuffing his pants?
Ooh, or do you recommend that?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
You've
I've never
suspected
seen
it a couple times.
I've never seen it, but I'm pretty sure it happens. I'm pretty sure it happens. But
For sure.
we haven't done any.
You're not trying. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah.
right,
We might,
right.
dude, that might be, we might sell pants pre-stuff. Dude, we're on to some big stuff. See, we needed the inspiration.
I'm telling you, but you have to. The fashion.
These are your normal gray sweatpants.
And look, we're in development. You're in development as you're
Yeah.
talking. Like,
Yes.
think about
This
it.
is how it
We're
works.
running with it.
We're
It
working
is
right
jogging
now.
pants season,
Yes,
Yeah.
if there's any designers that want to help us put this together.
Oh man.
It is jogging
I
pants
would
season.
think, all right, so like say, I would imagine though a designer has a vision, and if they're looking at that area, are they allowed, I imagine they're allowed to just say like, we need to put something here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They are allowed to
Like
say
swimwear,
that.
for example, like maybe they want to show something off, right?
Yes.
And they do that.
Yes, we tell models all the time that it's at the design.
Wait, did you just get a glimpse of it?
Wait, am I showing a little bit? Are my parts out? Okay.
We tell designers all the time that models all the time that it's at the designer's discretion
Okay.
on what the look is. So at that point, the designer can definitely tell the model, we need you to stuff,
need more.
like
Yeah.
stuff. And so they just have to go with it.
I just think it would be a no-brainer. I guess when models are submitting their metrics, is that a metric? Like
For guys.
my arm. I would think you'd put your biceps, your thighs, your waist. And then
That's definitely not a metric.
It's not.
And it's never been asked, thankfully.
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought that'd
no.
be on a checklist.
Yeah, they have breast size on there, right?
Yes, so we do chest and bust size,
foot size.
shoe size, inseam.
We're gonna shake things up. I think we're gonna shake some stuff up here.
Is this?
Yeah.
We're on the
Something
cutting edge.
You are.
Yeah.
Again, jump on it.
All right. Okay. Have you ever seen a look or an outfit that's just been so distracting it's hard for you to focus?
Yes.
Besides today.
Darn it. I had an immediate answer to that.
You were ready.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm being distracted now. So I can't
Hard to
think
get through
of,
this.
I cannot think
We
of
really-
another time.
We want Columbia to just feel this authentic reaction of how you're looking at fashion. Now, do you look at people though in the streets and think, man, they should have done something different? Like, is that a constant?
time.
Yeah. It's got to be hard to go anywhere.
See, I'm the guy getting looked at.
Yes.
This is what I'm
Yes.
thinking.
But
He's-
art provokes conversation. So whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, art provokes conversation. So you're making a statement when
Yeah.
you choose to be different or take those risks.
Do you have to ever tell somebody, like verbally, like you really got to go over to them?
If they're on our platform, yes.
Yeah.
I am very honest when it comes to that. I will not walk up to you on the street though and tell
Say
you
that.
and tell you that your outfit looks terrible. But
Yeah.
So they cry sometimes when you say that.
no,
Oh, they don't? You've never had someone cry?
no,
Oh, that's pretty good.
no.
You must say it in a nice way.
Yeah. Randy doesn't say it appropriately, as we found out on a previous show.
Yeah, my
To his
team
wife.
doesn't think that. My team thinks I'm very just straightforward and blunt, but I try to add a little finesse to it.
Yeah.
But you definitely walk away knowing not to wear that again.
Yeah.
Like something else would look better on you.
Absolutely.
Or like a compliment sandwich. Like, hey.
Your hair looks nice.
Yes. Hey, that's great.
Your whole outfit
Never
looks
wear that
terrible.
again. And
Your shoes
you
are
have good
cool.
energy today.
My team backs me up, so I might give the not so good compliment, but then I have someone to the left and the right of me that's saying, "But your hair looks great,
Yeah.
and your walk is amazing."
So it's a literal sandwich.
Yes.
You have one on each side, and,
And then
you're
you-
the bad news in the
Absolutely.
middle.
And then you hand
Absolutely.
him a sandwich.
Here's lunch.
No,
You hungry? All right. How about
Oh, you didn't know what you were walking into, did
I did
you?
not.
Neither did
No,
we.
we didn't either.
I did
Just-
not. You guys really set me up today.
yeah.
It's okay though.
It's good, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's-
Really set me up
We're
today.
just
Yeah.
making things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
stuff people want to ask.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm ready. Hit
That's
me
good.
with some more.
All right.
Are there any safe brands that you just recommend for guys? And let's talk more like luxury, like just get this brand or a couple brands and you're going to be fine. Even if you think it might look ridiculous, but the brand itself makes it go, oh, that's something.
That's a good one. It's a luxury brand, but they never miss Tom Ford.
Tom Ford. Tom Ford's a classic.
Yeah.
My
Exactly.
God.
Never miss. So for someone who likes the all black or don't want to
That's
take
so
the
good
risk,
for me.
exactly.
You go
That's
Tom
what I
Ford.
needed. I need to start just going Tom
Get
Ford.
ready for that price tag, Randall.
And I need to just say, I need to start saving up to
Yes.
buy one piece every 6 months.
Yes.
Take
But you
good care
said,
of it.
You said luxury,
Yes.
but I would be remiss if I did not mention a local designer
Yes.
who
Men's or women's?
unisex, so
Oh,
both.
okay.
So they do unisex as well as men's and
Gotcha.
females.
Good.
And that is Anton and Maxine.
Anton and Maxine.
Yes, they are
Okay.
located in 5 Points.
Okay.
The designer is Deco Pectamere Lewis. She is one of the designers who's showcasing in New York Fashion Week this week. But yeah, she actually designs for both male and female. And so price tag is great. And she has quality design. So I would definitely check her out. And guess what? Her favorite color is what?
Black.
Black.
Oh,
Wow.
The likelihood of you
love.
catching her in anything else is slim. She'll do it
Wow.
for you if she likes you.
yeah.
Hence me, because she just came to one of our events in all white.
Wow.
So that was surprising because you never see her outside of black.
I think I need to visit her.
You should.
yeah.
You should.
Do you,
I feel good about that. No, I feel good about someone doing all black
Yes.
because it feels good, but I'm open to playing with different types of materials.
And she's good with
Like
that.
satin.
She does linen,
Satin, silk,
lace.
velvet.
Lace.
Oh, he's a
Yes.
big lace guy.
Could I pull off lace?
Can
can.
men pull off lace?
They
Where-
can.
Where would I put lace on my body?
A shirt. But it's all
Like
housed,
around my neckline?
Oh,
like
no.
a full shirt.
The entire
Everything
thing.
lace.
Dude, I did wear a fishnet shirt at one time.
Oh, my God. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she will, and
is
she
great.
custom designs. So you know, you might.
So she would be for me. Like she would custom design something and
Exactly.
say this
She will
matches
fit
your
you.
energy.
Exactly. She will fit you. You might have an idea. She might come
Yeah.
up with something, but she has it already. You know, she has her collections, but she also does custom work as well.
Sweet.
That is nice. Do you feel pressure to dress a certain way every day?
Yes,
You do.
I do.
What's that morning routine looking like when you're waking up and you're going, I gotta
Columbia's
put
hottest podcast
Yeah, I got Columbia's
today.
hottest.
I'm gonna have trillions of viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
This is good.
Well, I try not to overthink because I tend to do that.
Probably brush your teeth first.
Yes.
Take a moment.
Yes. I try to do this weeks out.
Really?
But
Weeks
then-
out.
What?
Yes. It's hard. Like
That's
because when they, you know, some days I look like a bum. I really do when I'm running to Starbucks really quick. Or when I really I'm running errand with I have 2 boys. So I'm a boy mom, and so sometimes I don't want to, you know, get all jazzy,
Yeah.
and you can't with 2 boys all the time.
Right.
So
They're spilling stuff. They're spitting up. they're-
exactly, they want to do dirty stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And so I just so yeah, but I do feel the pressure of getting dressed every day. 'Cause I'm just like, it'll be that one day I don't, and someone sees me and just like, yo, that's the CEO of Columbia Fashion Week, and that's what she looks like.
And they're probably snapping photos.
Exactly. So, but yeah, when I wake up in the morning, usually I have my look together already because I've pre-planned.
Weeks in advance means you have so many clothes.
Do you have a big closet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Embarrassing.
Yeah. But you know all the pieces in there, right? Pretty much.
I do, but I never have anything to wear.
Right.
Yep.
So sometimes I just kind of want to minimize it to a capsule wardrobe and just repeat a few things after at least 2 weeks
Right.
just to make it easier, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm a body fluctuator. And so my closet grows because there's certain pieces that are just, they're nice. But my body fluctuated. Like this onesie, I was a little nervous about when I packed it because I didn't try it on and it was a little snug. And I think it was just because of the washer, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm
Shrunk it.
That's,
right
that's
now,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you run into any of that where it's like you hold on to some stuff just to like, it's so nice, but the scale's moving?
The scale,
You're getting too skinny.
the scales really don't move for me that much.
See, that's nice.
yeah.
In fashion, that's massive.
It doesn't, but I'm an impulsive buyer. So my closet still grows because I buy on impulse. I buy how I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'll wear this one day. There's going to be an
Yes.
event coming where I need to, I'm going to need this. And it always happens, even if it's years later.
Yep.
My problem is I get 4 or 5 things that I really like, and I just wear them like crazy
Over and
until
over.
they're worn out. And then I have to try to find another thing that I like to replace it.
But it's easier for guys to shop. The expectation we have on men when it comes to fashion, it is so different.
Yeah.
We love a classic look. We're okay when you step outside the box, but you guys don't have to have this extremely big closet of different things. It's always pretty much your classics. You have your classic jeans, your classic trousers, your classic T-shirts, your classic button-downs. You guys, you have it easy.
Yeah.
You have it easy.
It is easy.
Yes.
But we have way less options too. Like a woman could go pants,
Onesie.
dress, tights, skirt,
Yes. You guys have
Romper.
less
dress
options.
pants, romper.
Is this considered a romper?
It definitely is
That's a
considered a
romper.
romper.
It is.
Yeah.
Onesie,
Yeah,
romper.
like a woman could you could wear a blazer, jeans, look perfectly professional, but you could also throw on a romper and no one would be uncomfortable.
Or a dress. Yeah.
Are you
Or a
comfortable,
dress.
Tom?
I'm pretty comfortable.
Are you comfortable with Are you comfortable
I'm comfortable.
No,
I'm
with
more
his
worried.
rumper.
What's making
I'm comfortable. I just Tom. I just still don't understand why you have
happened
that
this morning
in
when
your closet.
I know.
Yeah,
Again,
I wouldn't even have that in my closet.
I listened to. I'm like you, impulsive on the buying side. I walked past this, said, "Whoa, what's whispering in my ear?" This onesie for 4th of July, and I said, "Gotta have it."
So you remember you asked me, do I ever have to tell models?
Yep.
And I'm just like, why is that in your closet?
Right.
Yes.
That's a
a good
nice
way to
way of
say it.
saying it.
Why is
Yeah,
that in
that's
your
true.
closet?
Yeah.
What inspired this look is what I'm going to ask
when they-
you,
yeah.
and why.
But when they have a good reason, like I just did, now what are you gonna do? Because now,
Right.
I'm
It just
thinking,
backfired.
Yeah, I'm thinking, hey, I should wear this
He
more
thinks
often.
that you just said it's great.
yeah.
So he's actually had a photo of that on him in that on 4th of July.
Yeah.
And he frames it, signs it, writes nice notes, and he's giving it to people.
Oh, wow.
It's a classic. You'll probably get one if we get your
Yeah.
address. You'll probably
Yeah,
get
we'll
one.
mail you one.
You're gonna want that. Maybe I'll put it on a shirt for you because for fashion.
I'm trying to see, how do I say this politely?
Don't send me any clothing.
Or any photos of yourself.
That part, I'll pass. I'll pass.
right.
I'll take the T-shirt, though.
Yeah, you can always give it away. You
Yes,
can always give it
I'll
away.
take the
All right, I'll
t-shirt.
send you a t-shirt.
Thank you.
What's the appropriate amount of time to look at somebody to determine their fashion, their like appearance? Like say you're in the store and you like what they're wearing, but there's got to be that moment where it's too much. Or do you feel comfortable like even ask? Like, have you been the person that goes over and says, "Hey, where'd you get that?"
No,
Never.
I will not come and ask you where you got it.
You'll just stare at them from a distance for a long time.
About 15 seconds.
Have you ever taken a photo of somebody from a distance?
Yes.
You like really
Not because I.
not because you liked it, because you didn't like it.
Yes. Yes. Not
See,
because
you
Yeah,
want
I
to talk
do.
about why guys like me have anxiety
Yeah.
about what we're wearing?
She's got a
It's
couple
because
of you.
They'll literally show up, say anything works, do whatever feels good.
But I have a whole
and then
photo.
they'll take a photo of you.
Yeah,
Because my opinion should not be the only one that matters.
right.
You know.
Well, you're the CEO of Fashion Week.
Fashion faux pas.
If anyone's opinion matters, it's yours.
True.
She has a whole photo album of you called
know.
Fashion Faux Pas.
She made a fake Instagram account with photos of me on it.
Why did you take my idea? That was a good idea.
That is a good idea.
That is a good idea.
I could take it. Just doesn't feel because I'm not the person who would. I would be posting things and people would be like, "Yeah, that looks good."
Yeah, I can't do that now.
Right.
You
Too late.
guys. Yeah.
But there is a trend. So I am finding with younger people that they instead of just dressing normal most of the time, they have these two extremes. Right. There's that trend. They either look homeless, or they look like done up and like they're in business.
Yes.
But there's not much in between.
Yes.
It feels like a weird trend to me.
It is, because I feel like I'm a millennial. And so I don't understand any generation under the millennials.
Yeah.
They're just different.
Right.
And I feel like they are going just like, I want to feel comfortable. I don't want to put any thought into what I'm looking like today. I'm just going to, it's almost like that wake up and go look. They're just ready to just like, what do you want, world? This is what you got. They're not really putting much thought into their looks today. And then you have the other extreme where it's just like, I have to show up and show out.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's the same person usually, just on different days.
Yes. Yes.
Like you'll see them one day and you'll be like, "Oh man, I wonder if they're like okay," and then you see them the next day, you're like, "Oh my goodness, they look great."
Yeah, because, you have those days where you're just like, I feel my best. I want to, get jazzy. And the other days you're just like, you're going to get what you're going to get.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think if we're saying that, I think that's all of us. Do you
think we
really
all
walk out the house every day, you're tip top shape?
Dialed.
Never.
Exactly.
I'm never. Well, I would say.
He said die. He said yes.
Yes, I did.
do?
Yeah, my answer is yes.
Oh.
I
Always.
always look.
I have
exceptional.
Several photos of him walking out of his house that are hilarious.
Yeah, but they're in my backyard. He took photos of me in my backyard
I snuck up on him,
You did.
and it was remarkable. He had one shoe on. He had one shoe on.
It was pressure.
Like, say
I mean, I'm
everything else
pressure
looked
washing.
good. He had one
But
shoe on.
why?
Yeah.
It was just so the way I was. So for reference, it's like a very private backyard. The only way that you could get there is you had to go on the golf course and come up into my backyard. And I'm pressure washing my
Turquoise
concrete,
tank top.
and one of my shoes, the bottom of the sole, like breaks off. I'm like, I don't want to have to like turn the whole thing off and deal with it. So I just like kicked it to the side and just kept rolling.
Socks.
Next thing
He
I
has
know,
socks on that are sopping wet too.
That's
So
nasty.
1 foot
right.
sock.
Next thing I know,
wet.
there's an Instagram account dedicated to me.
No, it's not.
No,
Well, we have
maybe I don't know.
we have one called Turquoise Tanks, or no, what's it called? Surreal Estate Enterprises. But I post tank tops. It started with Randy because of this moment. He was wearing a turquoise tank top, and I cried laughing. I don't know why. It was just special. You know what I mean? It's one of
Yeah,
those
it was.
moments where it was special that
Yeah,
I
I
couldn't get it. It just blew me away.
It was a Lululemon. See, Lululemon would have been a brand that I would have thought you're safe with everything. And at one point, they were safe for me,
Okay.
but now they're unsafe.
Until they're not.
They're
Yes,
unsafe.
they're unsafe now.
They're unsafe.
Yeah, I wouldn't have chosen.
Well, you know what's weird too
What's that?
is the generation. Like I kind of grew up too, where grunge 90s, and we would go to Goodwill and like get shirts and like stuff like that, and it was great. I think that's kind of coming back, but then they made like Golden Goose made stuff look like worn out and charged a ton of money.
Yes.
That didn't make sense to me.
It still doesn't sit well with me.
Really?
It does not.
Yeah.
Because I don't get it.
Right.
I don't get the buying shoes that look worn
Dirty
out
and
dirty
holes.
out. Yeah. No. Like my son, they're not Golden Goose, but they're actually going online to find Uptowns, Air Force Ones,
Yeah.
like dirty shoestrings are dirty Air Force Ones. And I'm just like, but you have some clean ones here.
Yeah.
Just wear them until they're worn
Yes.
out and you get the same look. But they're like paying for sneakers
Yes.
that looks worn.
It
Top
is
dollar.
well. Yeah.
Top
And
dollar.
like shirts and pants, and there's different things that they're making look dirty.
Yes.
Like you rolled out of the
Crazy. Well,
dumpster.
the sock thing, how high guys pull up their socks, that's new too.
It's back. It's back.
It's back.
You got to be
It's-
on top
Yeah,
of
like
it.
so the length of your socks is back, but it's hard to change. Like I don't know if you find this, but it's hard to change.
He gets worried.
Well, no, it just
doesn't wanna
they
be on
don't-
the front
I
end of
used
it.
to love having my socks up to my calves, but now it feels restrictive. But I know it's the right, I know it's like the right thing to do now.
He knows it's the right season, but he waits till the end of the season.
Yeah,
do
so I'll probably wait.
And then
I'll
he'll
wait like
do it,
another
and then
year
it's like,
or two until everybody's doing it and it's starting to go out. Then I'll
he's in.
start.
He knows it's safe at that point
Okay.
for a moment.
Though you've seen everyone else do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he
Better
misses.
late
Then
than
he
never.
misses it.
Better
Yeah.
late than never.
He's a big necklace guy. What do you think about necklaces?
What kind of necklace?
Oh, they're not great.
No, I like
No,
chains.
no.
I like metal chains, either just normal or with like a cross.
Okay.
And sometimes I like to mix colors. Like I'll have a black and a gold, or I'll have a gold and a silver.
I'm not against chains, but
You just
I
gotta
have,
see
I
it.
have to see
Yeah,
it.
you gotta
I have to
see
see
it.
it before I can say
hard.
yay or nay.
Okay.
True.
But get your Cuban link and you might be okay.
Okay. What's a Cuban link?
It's like so think of like a chain,
Yep.
like a interlocking chain,
Yep.
and it's gold.
there you go.
Very
Massive.
fashionable.
Is it thick?
You can get thick ones or thin ones.
I asked my one friend Cameron how I should decide on a chain thickness. He said you always go as thick as you can afford.
No, don't. Let's think
That
about
was
it.
his
No.
answer.
No,
All right.
no.
So then, how would I determine? Because this is a real issue for me. Is length of chain and thickness of chain.
So thickness, I think safe. Oh goodness, probably no thicker than that hashtag.
Okay.
And chain, I would say keep it right here around your collarbone.
Collarbones.
Yeah, you don't need anything
He's got
Not
the
taking down.
danglies.
They are too long.
He's got long ones.
Don't.
He's not two
right.
chains. He's 3 chains, and it's
I need to take
hilarious.
some links off.
Oh my goodness, yes.
How often are trends happening? Like, is it weekly? Is it like a season, like fall, winter, spring?
Good question.
There's no roadmap to that either. Trends can go and come in a day. It
Yeah.
can go and come in weeks.
Exhausting.
That
It
throws
is.
Randy right off.
But it shouldn't be exhausting because you shouldn't be following trends.
Do you?
Oh.
No, trends go and come. Style is eternal. So choose your style. That can change as well.
Is that your tagline? Is that a tagline for you guys? Do you
It's
have that on your
not.
website?
It's not.
It will be today.
That's good. Yeah, that would be good branding. I like
Oh.
that.
No, yeah, it's not currently, but we'll consider that.
Style never. What
Fades.
was it?
Well,
Fade.
But that's not what I
Trends
said.
come and go. Style never.
Style is eternal.
Style is eternal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
feels good.
Because about that, you feel like you're true to yourself. You're not, you're not stressing about, oh, what's next? Like, what do I need to adjust? You're just being you, and you're choosing what that looks like. And usually your style changes far less often because who you are in your early 20s or teens is not who you're dressing at 25. And who you're at 30 may be different than 25 and so on and so on. But the foundation is pretty much the same, though.
Yeah, that's good.
I want to know more about the actual week,
Okay.
the June, and maybe let's talk about even the last one. What amount of designers are there? Like, how long is the show?
Okay.
How many different designers? You said about 10 looks per. Is there people that are bringing 20?
Yes.
Really? What's the
So-
most somebody can bring?
20.
Okay,
Because
so
if
10 to
not,
20.
you'll be sitting in the audience for a very long time
Yeah.
while 20 designs per designer
Right.
is coming down the runway. So we
And-
have to limit it.
And as guys that have never been, we should have went this year. Should guys like us go? Like, could we attend?
Absolutely.
And that's normal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're required at this point.
Yeah, we're going to come to the next one.
Yes.
Because I'm modeling. No, but so
So we
Then
get there
it's-
on we show up there Sunday at noon.
or when does it start?
No one will be there.
Is it
Okay.
one day?
No, it's
It's called a week.
Fashion Week.
Week.
So
I assumed it started on Sunday. Does it start on
it
Monday?
ends on Sunday.
Okay.
We don't kick off on Sunday.
It's getting a little tight over here. Just
So
making
this year it
adjustments.
was Monday through Sunday.
Monday
Okay.
to
So it
Sunday.
starts Monday.
Yes.
At what time about?
So all of the events normally start about 6, 7 o'clock in the evening.
PM.
Yes.
Okay.
So because everyone works and we want to make
Yeah.
sure we have a full crowd and give everyone time to get there. So this year, Monday, we kicked off at the Nickelodeon Theater. That was our kickoff party. So basically you come out, it's drinks, it's food, and we premiered our video. And what the video was, so everyone came and sat in the theater towards the end of the event, and we aired our promotional video for the week. So we create that every year.
Get some hype.
Exactly.
Love that.
exactly. And so that was amazing. So we partnered with the Nick. That Tuesday we did a Fashion Times Fitness, which we partnered with Fit Studio down in Five
Yeah.
Points. And so we had a workout night, a fashionable workout night. And so we also had 2 runway showcases there of athletic gear. So we partnered with 2 designers who does athleisure wear here in Columbia. And so we did a runway show at Fit Columbia Studio and
Yes.
ended the night with a workout, with a very intense workout.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Audience too?
Yes, well, at
Or it was
that
kinda
point,
more?
it was the audience. It was audience, models, photographers, and guests that came in
Gotcha.
and
We're all there.
for that. Yep.
Wow.
And so
And that's from 7 to 10.
that was about 7 to 9.
Okay.
So it was like an hour for the mingling and the show, and then it was an hour class. Yes.
Nice.
So an hour workout. Yes, it was
Intense.
intense. And then Wednesday, what did we do Wednesday? So we partnered with Taco Sushi at the arcade downtown on Main Street. We did an art fusion event. This was our second year doing an art fusion where we partnered with artists, actual paintbrush artists, to come in, showcase their work, and merged it with fashion. And so our theme this year was Cowboy Couture.
Ooh.
And so you were able to come and design your own cowboy hats. So with your ticket, you received a cowboy hat, and we had stations where you literally designed your cowboy hat, as well as met other artists and looked at and saw their paintings and had the opportunity to purchase their paintings if you so wished. And we partnered with Taco Sushi for that. Thursday, we had our first runway showcase. It was called Expansive Runway, and we had it at the Lincoln Tunnel, inside the Lincoln Tunnel, downtown. And if you know how long that tunnel is, the models pretty much walked, I would say, a third of the tunnel. And we partnered with the, oh my goodness, forgot the hotel for our back of the house, which is
Hotel
across the
Trundle?
street. No. So, because Lincoln Tunnel is on Lady Street.
yeah.
So it was a hotel. I can't believe that was
You'll
all
think
the
of
way
it.
in the summer. But we partnered with them as our back of the house, but we brought everyone out. We had over about 200 in the audience. We lined the tunnel, and it was a whole streetwear runway. Friday, we had our Style Icons Night. Again, the theme was Cowboy Couture. We had 3 actual wardrobe stylists who created their own runway showcases. And so that was a night that we partnered with Ambrosia downtown on Main Street. And then Saturday was our really big finale that was at the State Fairgrounds in the Canty building. And we had 6 designers. So this is where it's our big finale. We had over 370 so guests there, not including staff and models and photographers. And it's 6 showcases. This is a night where we used to do about 12 showcases. So we would have 12 designers, but we realized that that's a very long show. So we cut that in half, and we had 6 this year. So it was a perfect timing. The designers showcased between 10 and 20 looks. They had that option, but that was a minimum and max. And yeah, and then after that, we ended it with the after party downtown on Main Street. And then Sunday was a brunch. We ended the whole week with the brunch, and so everyone came out, and we partnered with Market on Main.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's sweet. So it's like categorized then.
Yes.
So there's always, okay, nice.
Yes.
And then are the designers picking their music to walk down on and all that?
Yes.
Okay,
So
cool.
they get to choose their music, their hair and makeup, all of pretty much the way they want their vibe to go, their collection to vibe to down the runway. With hair and makeup, we partner with Paul Mitchell, the School of Columbia. So they pretty much get the whole production from us, and they just have to bring their designs and tell us what music they want their models to go down in.
What would you like to see attendance be? Like if somebody's going to one day, is it you're thinking Saturday, and you want do you see this being thousands of people at some point? Or do you want that, I mean?
I say we want that.
Yeah.
I say we want thousands. When you're in the State Fairgrounds, when you're in the Canty building, and you realize you are encroaching upon 400 people, you feel the energy. You love
Right.
it. It also seems like a lot.
Yeah.
But does it have space for more? Absolutely. So I am never gonna want to stop the growth at all, because the energy in those spaces that week is amazing. So no, I would love to see it at 1,000. I just know that the energy there is going to be crazy if on a Saturday we reach 1,000 people in that space.
Yeah.
But they can definitely fit.
So there's some people that are there every single night,
Yes.
or every event,
Yes.
and those people are just the diehards for Columbia fashion,
Yes.
and they probably come year after year. Like there's a certain number of people, and then there would be another group that would go to maybe 2 or 3 things or 4 things.
Yes.
And do they purchase? Can you purchase a ticket to one ticket to everything?
Yes. So we have passes, or you can
Okay.
do individual tickets.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet.
And how do they get that? They just go to your website?
They just go to ColumbiaFashionWeek.com, and we'll have events, and we'll have each individual event listed, but then also the opportunity to get you a pass.
Nice.
Yes.
Fun.
Yes. And the first 2 events, they're usually free. It just kind of builds the momentum, get everyone out there, see what the energy is like, and that usually entices everyone. Like, okay, well, what's happening the rest of the week? And then they start making their decisions on which events they're going to attend.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you recommend people bringing their own alcohol?
No,
Do you guys
not at all.
is there a bartender?
It is.
Oh, okay, nice.
So it is. The only event this year we didn't have alcohol was the Fashion Times Fitness event.
Okay.
And so we had refreshers and water because it's a workout event. We don't want you hurting yourselves. But all the other events we did have alcohol available.
Nice.
So yes, you get to enjoy yourself and watch some fashion.
Yes.
And there's probably some people that help you a lot during this. Like I know you have your team, but I know there's other people. Do you want to shout out anyone that really stepped up this year?
Outside of my team?
Yeah.
Yes. So all of our sponsors, without our sponsors like the Nickelodeon Theater, they sponsored us their space. Fit Columbia sponsored us for Tuesday. Taco Sushi for Wednesday. Thursday, Parks and Recreation in the city of Columbia. Friday, Ambrosia. And Saturday, the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. They have amazing staff there that allowed us to be there all day and had everything ready for us. And this was our second year at the fairgrounds. And so each year gets easier to just have our production because they open their doors. So just to all of our sponsors, Paul Mitchell, the School of Columbia, they provide all of our hair and makeup for back of the house. So their students work tirelessly to help us make sure we're sending models down the runway. Also, I would say our model sponsor, Industry Direct, she's bringing in a lot of, the owner there is Nina Nesbitt. She's bringing in a lot of resources for our models that they would not have access to otherwise. And so just thanking them. I can go on. We just have an amazing team.
Yeah.
Our designers, without designers, we wouldn't have a runway. So just our designers that come on our platform from all over. But yeah, the Fashion Week team, we are working hours in and day out, trying to bring a premier platform here in Columbia and producing quality events. And so without my team, we really wouldn't be continuing to grow the way we are.
Mm-hmm. What do you think's next for women's fashion? Is there anything you're eyeing up right now or you're seeing?
Nothing in particular, but we are definitely wanting to continue to bring elevated fashion here in Columbia. Something that is timeless and that it's classic and that you can see every day and not get tired of it. And it's very luxury.
Demure.
Very demure, mindful, very mindful, yes. So nothing in particular, but just, I would just say classic, elevated fashion is what we're keeping our eyes on.
Nice.
Do you know what would be fun if we got like
Started our own fashion show.
Well, I was thinking, what if we got like Dr. Tim Losby to walk,
Yes.
and we would design some sort of. He loves leopards,
Yes.
so it could be some sort of leopard
Print.
outfit,
Yeah.
or maybe like the mayor of Columbia could walk as a fundraiser.
There you go.
Ooh, now
There
we're
you go.
talking.
I'm just
But we
spitballing
design
some
his
ideas. Yeah,
I would love to see these outfits.
yeah. Tom
The
would be
front
good
half
walking.
of this sounds good.
Would you walk? Would you want to walk? In
I
it?
don't know.
Yeah, he
My
just did
modeling-
Dancing with the Stars.
might.
It was hard on him.
It's a lot. It's a. I said that I want to just turn down everything because I don't get anxiety much, if I like ever, but I couldn't stop thinking about dancing in front of hundreds of people because I'm not a dancer, and so leading up to that, it was just a lot.
I can see that. But you just have to do it sometimes.
Just got to do it.
You
That's
just have
I know.
to jump
That's
in and just
what
do
ends
it.
up happening. Is I end up just doing it.
Yeah.
And walking is different.
I feel like I could walk
You
pretty
can
good.
definitely walk.
Yeah.
You can definitely walk.
I watched a lot of Zoolander, so I feel comfortable. Is that your
That-
favorite movie? It's got to be.
You know what? This is the inspiration.
This is
Zoolander.
Zoolander
There you
inspiration.
go.
Now you see.
I really couldn't pinpoint it, but that's it right there.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's it right there.
that's right.
Gotta love
You thought I need to get something fashionable. What would Zoolander wear?
exactly. That is it. You nailed it.
All right, now what do you like to do for fun? Oh, what's a Friday, Saturday night
What are you
looking?
picturing her doing?
I think dancing. Like I feel
Late
like she's a
night?
couple cocktails out there strutting her tail at
Okay.
the country
This is a little
line
eerie.
dance. Is that true?
This is a little eerie. So another fun fact, my minor was dance in college. Yes. And so I do enjoy dancing. I
See
don't do
that?
it as often, but I do enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
So I would say free
Nice.
time at home when I'm not in front of the crowd. I am just enjoying music, dancing around the house.
Nice.
So yes.
Any music? Any new up and coming artists?
No.
No.
I'm a
Old
oldies
school.
fan. And by oldies,
I've been doing that, too.
I'm talking about 70s, Motown.
that old.
Like oldies. That's my,
We used to do Motown
my
Mondays
era.
in the clinics, and it was a hit.
really.
People around here loved it. They just look
Yes.
forward to Motown Mondays.
Yes. That's all I
It
need.
is good music.
Yep.
It is.
We did Coldplay Fridays for a while.
I don't even.
That was
That's not
wild.
bad though for a Friday.
Yeah, it was nice, calming. But
Yeah.
my wife said we're not doing that anymore.
Oh, she's spoken.
Yep.
And then all
She's
right,
serious about music.
she likes Modest Mouse. Have you ever heard of them?
I haven't.
They're bad. That's her favorite.
Modest Mouse.
Yeah, it's old. Like
Yeah, they're like an old indie band.
I'm gonna have to check it out
90s maybe.
just to see what it's about.
yeah,
Yeah.
you won't like it. Favorite shows? Like, are you watching any designer shows? I know back in the day, I used to watch. I think it was on ETV or Bravo. They did like America's Next Designer or something. I can't remember. Heidi Klum was the
Project Runway.
Project One Runway.
I used to love it.
Is that still a show?
It's not.
Oh, it
if
was
it is, I don't
awesome.
know about it. But it's not. I know they went off air for a while, so I'm not sure if they ever brought it back. But
Great show.
I loved Project Runway.
you do
My inspo was Project Runway, America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Those two.
We didn't get your story. Like, how did you get into fashion? Did we talk about that at all?
No.
Why
I
what
think I
are we
touched
doing
on
here?
it.
All right, so
So
tell us, like, growing up, how did you get into the industry? Like, what was the journey? Like, how did you?
So I never did anything external from a fashion standpoint. I just loved fashion.
Yeah.
College, I really had the opportunity to kind of express more now that I was an adult and under my parents' thumb. And so I just was very expressive from a fashion standpoint. When I moved to Columbia after college, there was really nothing that piqued my interest in regards to fashion because I didn't know of anything. I would say I was here in Columbia about 4 years, and then, probably about 8 years before I learned of Columbia Fashion Week at the time.
Yeah.
And at that time, it had been around for about 4 years. And I was just like, I want to be a wardrobe stylist. I like styling myself at the time. And so I was just like, well, let's take a stab at it. I volunteered. This was probably back in 2015, 2016. I started volunteering. And I just saw, I saw that this platform could have been a lot more. I wanted to see more from the platform, but it wasn't mine to do. And so never in a million years did I think back in 2015 I would have the opportunity to be over Columbia Fashion Week today. I took a few years off, came back, had the opportunity to partner with the old owner, and then took over in 2020 and started implementing everything that I said, oh, well, can we do this? Because back in 2015, I was throwing ideas out. I'm just like, hey, what about this?
Yeah.
And what about this? And we just couldn't do it. So I had the opportunity to take over and just started implementing all of those great ideas. So, and here we are.
Great.
That's great. I have two final questions. For
Okay.
you. One, if people want to support you or want to be part of it, what do they do? How do they do that?
Like, do you need a team chiropractor?
We definitely need a team chiropractor.
Done.
We are constantly just
Done.
in pain. I need one now. But just going to ColumbiaFashionWeek.com and there's a tab that says Get Involved. There's different ways from if you're a designer, whether you're a photographer, whether you want to be a sponsor, whether you want to volunteer and join the team. There's so many different ways, or just coming to our events. It's so important to get people to support us by just coming to the events, following us on Cola Fashion Week on Instagram or Columbia Fashion Week on Facebook, liking, sharing, commenting, because ultimately you're supporting a dream. whether it's the dream of those on the team that's creating this platform or whether it's the models and the designers. So it's so many ways to get involved. We have upcoming events, again, on a monthly basis. We have our magazine release
Sweet.
party happening this on September 26th at Smoked on Main Street, the restaurant. And this will be our second edition of our publication magazine. And so we are highlighting everyone that has participated on the platform in some form or fashion. They're in this magazine. And so this is our dedication to them and highlighting their work and their talents.
Nice.
So just attending as well. So
People can just show up to that event?
well, there are
Tickets.
There are
Gotcha.
tickets. And then you have the opportunity to also get a magazine that night too if you so choose.
And then last question, who would you say, who's the most fashionable man on the planet and most fashionable woman on the planet?
Oh.
If you had to choose just one.
Oh, boy. She's going to say, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have too many.
I kind of cornered you into a box with
You
that
Yeah.
question.
did.
But I'm curious to think, like, who would that look like? Because the answer in fashion is always, it depends and anything goes. But it's, I don't know, it seems
So for me,
like I want to know this.
it is very subjective. For me, woman, most fashionable woman. This is so hard, guys. But the first person that comes to mind is Tracy Ellis Ross.
Okay.
That is so she's Diana Ross's daughter.
Oh.
Wow.
So yes, that's my
Powerhouse.
muse. That's my idol, my fashion idol. I love her.
Okay.
Male.
And you might just be attracted to the person.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So guys is so difficult because I like classic. And so I am going to go with,
Tay Diggs.
no. To be honest, because they're timeless, I'm going to give 3 guys.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go with George Clooney.
Wow.
I think he has good stuff.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
loves
he's,
George.
he's very classic. Let's see. I am going to go with, oh my gosh, I forgot his name. He's an actor.
Is he in Fast and Furious?
No.
The Rock.
No. Oh gosh.
What
I'm just-
movies is he in, or shows? Can you think of any?
No.
Oh.
But I see his face.
Yeah,
So,
that's how I am. I can't remember names. very
yeah, I'm just going to go with George Clooney.
well.
George
Okay.
Clooney's
Yes,
a good
he's
answer.
timeless,
Yep.
classic. He does just enough.
How about David Beckham, soccer player?
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely. Here's number 2. There you go. There you go.
That's
Yes.
right. You're good.
And oh my gosh, he's right there in my face. Yeah, that's it. Yes.
Good answers. George Clooney.
Yes.
And what is it? What's Diana Ross's daughter's name again?
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll check them out. I'll follow them.
Yes, you should. You'll see why I said Tracy Ellis Ross.
I'll know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Immediately.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having
been
me,
great.
guys.
Here
We're here for the health of it.
for the health of it.